Yo, big shout out to everybody that made it back. This is your boy Caesar Diego. We are live on the Desert Podcast. We chilling, we out here at Plashuis in Burgersfort. Big shout outs to the owners for letting us use this space. Today I'm hanging out with my brother. So Spinna was hanging.
Baji.
You good?
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
We've been in this street
because we were here last night.
No, what I'm trying to get at is you understand? Regardless of last night is last night. Got together, spanning. Wait to spanning.
Doing the work.
Yeah. No, but it's been a minute. How you been, though?
Now it's not.
Number one. Let's go. What's up? What you got for me? Let's go.
I'm trying to put the people on. About Spinna, about Moshate. You know those type of situations where there's people that know Spinna, but it's Moshate. About Spinna. So in a Moshate. Before we get to the brand and how it became Soulful.
Moshate.
So Moshate, where's Moshate from? Old guy.
Born in Pretoria, raised in Burgersfort, and been hustling in the streets of South Africa. That's the best thing I can do. Because you know why?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I was fortunate enough. Okay, I don't know if I should call it fortunate.
It is.
But my mom specifically, like she was
moving.
Yeah. So it also put me in a space whereby I had to move. I'm here for a couple of years. Next thing, she's got Spinna Kai. Then I have to go there as well. So I don't necessarily have like a one but in Mahlatsi or let's move full time.
Oh, so you know what we're gonna do? That's why we're here. So we're gonna build a timeline.
Okay.
We want people to know how you became you.
Okay.
Where you went through and all the stages. So give us your earliest memory. Where do you remember growing up? The second stage where you moved. So you're going to go to the third.
Okay, earliest memory. I won't go to the part where I was born because I don't remember.
Don't remember shit.
Yeah, but I remember when I was young, when we were moving to Burgersfort.
Yeah.
It's like in the 90s, bro.
You don't have to remember it, but you know. That's why.
Okay.
So we're building a storyline. You don't have to remember. As long as you know what's about whichever. You grew up in Pretoria, then we moved to Burgersfort, then we moved. So
no. I didn't grow up in Pretoria. I was born there.
Yeah.
And then I grew up in Burgersfort. And then after that timeline, Eddie primary and what, I went back to Pretoria.
So now, which primary school did you go to in Burgersfort?
Only primary more Burgersfort, they used to. I don't know if it's still. It's all thing, but Ikhwezi logusa.
Ikhwezi. Ikhwezi.
So that's my primary. That's
my primary too.
Yeah, that's my primary.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I did my primary there.
Yeah. How many years? Like whole primary?
Whole of it. From grade 1 to grade. Madala Ola man. I remember the principal. Principal Khwek.
Was my principal.
That's the principal. That's that time I was.
Is it the dark short?
The dark short guy.
Yeah.
No, you and I were on the same. We just don't remember.
You just don't remember his name. Yeah.
So it's that's my child name.
How was it like schooling in Ikhwezi? Like, if you were to give us a picture?
I was fire. I was doing me.
Boy, you drove from guy who Ikhwezi, like.
No, like I said, remember I had moved here and then Oledung grade to school fast. Okay, you're going to school, go Ikhwezi. I don't know.
I mean, like from around Ikhwezi.
Long team. Originally long team.
What did your mom hear about Ikhwezi?
No, at that time, it goes back to that thing. On a Spinna and I move.
That's how I'm driving you. It was a proper Ikhwezi primary. It was the product. It was the product. It was a very, very proper school.
Shout out to everybody that went to Ikhwezi. No, I don't think
we're not the same.
We're not the same age group.
We're not.
We went to the same school, but we're not the same.
We're not. This nigga is old.
Gents, can we stay away from this age thing? Yeah, let's.
He's
we'll
older.
get to it.
We'll get to it. Yeah, probably 3 years. So sure, Ikhwezi got grade 4. Yeah, maybe I did grade 7. But there is Taliban, so you can't even see because next Ikhwezi got grade 4.
There we go.
Yeah.
Most def.
So then we went to Ikhwezi, and then
from Ikhwezi, I moved to Pretoria Prestige College.
That was your high school.
Yeah, that was my high school, and that's where
Prestige. Prestige.
Okay.
I just want to make it clear. That's when you went to Prestige College. Prestige sounds very familiar in Pretoria.
Hammanskraal. On the way to Hammanskraal. It's on the way to Hammanskraal. Yeah. And that's the first Prestige. Currently, it's a boarding school. Currently now, they've got a lot of branches.
Yeah, that's why I probably don't know a Prestige in town.
Yeah. Before those ones, I went to the first Prestige. They go Hammanskraal. When it was Prestige College.
So the family dynamic, what is it like? How is your mom? Why is she moving to Pretoria? How is she?
It's based on work. It's based on work. And at that particular time, she wasn't even moving to Pretoria. She was working outside of the country. So my older sister was the one who was based in Pretoria.
So what is this? The early 2000s or the 90s?
70s. No, let's say early 2000. 2002, 2003.
So your mom is getting gigs outside the country.
Yeah, she did Denmark, she did Japan, she did the Philippines.
What does she do? How is she able to score?
Women in mining. They were the first group of women in South Africa whereby they were pushed by the government to do women in mining.
Oh.
So now they had to go to countries.
Those cool kids
cool
you guys are the motherfucking cool kids from the silvers. You guys, you them kids getting dropped off, got the cars. Let me tell you,
my friend, one of the memories I have got lady. We were in primary, and then like the school trip, choir. I used to be in choir. That's where the music thing came from. Yeah. Like I used to sing go school choir. What? So now here's what goes down. It's I think it was a Wednesday or Thursday. She drives all the way from Longtail to Burgersfort to school. That lady had to rush. Imagine the distance. Nah, not outside.
So the question was like, have you ever visited your mom
outside the country? No.
So when she used to live and go outside the country,
I was young at the time.
Who?
Kishalale, my older sister, and my aunt who's in Davidson, her older sister.
So your family, the sibling, you only have one sibling?
I've got two.
You got two?
From my mom.
Yeah. From your dad.
You understand? So but from my mom, from the mom dynamic, I've got two older sisters. Glory. And when the Glory, Lebrang at that time, she was in varsity. And then my sister is the one who's staying in Pretoria. And then my mom is leaving us there.
So you grew up in Lebrang?
No, with Glory. Lebrang was still in school.
Oh.
Yeah, she was still in school at the time.
Yeah,
what's that one?
Malankane.
Yeah, the one in Polokwane. Yeah, she went there and then she went to Kushke as well.
What?
Kushke. There's one in Polokwane called Kushke.
Kushke?
Yeah.
I never heard of it. What? I know Kushke.
No, I'm going to put you on game.
That sounds so cool.
I'm going to put you on game. Don't worry, I got you. I'm going to put you on game.
Rugby or a proper rugby school.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
No, don't worry. We still have a long. I'm going to put you on game.
Yeah.
So put you on game.
So now, okay, you finish your primary school in Burgersfort. You moved to Pretoria.
Yeah, boarding school.
You're going to boarding school. You're like, now you're going to grade 8.
Yeah.
Going to grade 8.
5, 10, and 6.
Yeah. You're grade 8.
10 and 6.
Yeah. So you're going to grade 8 in Pretoria.
Yeah.
You're a teenager.
I'm gonna say something. Like at that especially that year.
Yeah.
Being new in a boarding school.
When the transition happened.
Yeah, when
that's
that
what
transition.
I want the transition.
I wasn't
want you
that
to
guy.
give us the memo.
I wasn't that guy.
Yeah.
I wasn't that guy.
That's what I want.
I had to learn it a year later after Majita ban Trapile, after Banyana ban Ranne, after I had to learn the next year. Hey, if you don't pull up the socks, like I remember this guy. I'll never forget Barke Morake. I'll never forget that guy.
What did Morake do?
That guy treated me like a fucking dog. I was a slave for that guy.
Yeah, Morake.
That man unasai go mess hall. Yeah, no, not even tech shop.
Oh, the men's hall.
Like no mess hall. What do you go? Go kitchen. Go.
Yeah, they call it the men's hall. Yeah.
Dining hall. Thank you. Yeah, that. Unasai. None of these ones.
Oh, the new word, the cafeteria. He didn't go to there.
I had to go grela damani dijo. Kidise go and then go get and I'll feel like
Oh, when you had to go get your plate.
No, I'm getting his plate first. Yeah. Right? Mind you, dining hall. My nigga, dining hall is like 5 kilometers away from you. Because now there's still classes and I have to walk, get in a line. And I make sure I get him what he was. There's no way. You don't take 2 plates at the same time.
Yeah,
you'll tell you.
You don't do that.
You don't. No. We don't do that.
Do that here.
We don't do that here. 1 plate, and then come get another plate. Take it back to the boarding. When I come back, that's you now. Would say that's your meal for the night. Like Mara, this guy, bro. Amara the following year,
Oh, you were in boarding.
I wasn't boarding. No, Mara so it's not. Yeah, it's not far from Hamanskra.
I know just Montana one corner. What's super cool estate.
Yeah. One thing. Kaupola, and then the following year, Kaskima Autiango Bargain Nolo. I don't know what came into Nolo that day. Are Ejo, Reloga Tech Shop, Kerga buy. Maraga Atlanta, New Garejo, and our regular Napi. Nola Giga Rejo, Hogas Betty demand, now you're not starting binge.
When I was into Maraga,
or better demand. Or better demand, trap at this boy. Our chief, Kajo, trap at this boy. Let Naga got the
10s can I have?
Katigwa mata that day.
We tell her outside the scene.
Katigwa mata another day, Micho. Yeah. Since then, nobody ever bullied me till this day.
So how many years did you do at Prestige?
How many years did I do? I did 2 years. I got expelled.
What did you do?
I got expelled because Bankrele go boarding go dormitory.
That's a good one.
You can't ask that question.
What were you doing there? Okay. What did you want?
It's a hostel weekend.
So I agree. Dormitory, we want to accommodate everybody. But that's what
hostel.
Hostel. Not everyone knows what a dormitory is. You know.
Hostel edition. Hostel edition. Hostel weekend. All your teachers are gone. All your what they're out, right? And then Rosheji, let's say the kids that are not from South Africa, we had like students from Botswana and what. So now they can't go home on a weekend basis. So some weekends they spend. That particular weekend, I don't remember what happened. No, I don't remember what happened that particular weekend, because Kontlung, they couldn't come and fetch me. I was like, it's fine, I'll spend the weekend, but Sunday will come and bring you your it's not a problem. No stress. One boy from Botswana let this idea, hey guys, are jumping ring, go daddy, rob the movie. One git.
Let's do this. Yeah.
Kante, there's a snitch. No, it's not a snitch. Yeah. There was one boarding master that they left we didn't know about. Like that guy didn't tell us, or this weekend is around. That guy, I don't know. He just decided.
God damn.
He just decided what I'm gonna do, patrol and check all the things. We like to go daddy banyana. Gradi anda penny di lugo di mama festere. Olomunati. Arei. Ara bafana ba ka Monday ke le nyaka office. Yeah, office. Even office they didn't even ask a lot of questions. Oh, you're the crew that they found in the okay, guys, please sign here, and then make sure by the end of the week you guys are gone.
What's about
no questions, nothing else?
What's about it's any public, private school?
Yeah.
I've noticed something that has to do with the discipline.
Okay.
Private school in Fanaga. What's all discipline?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Superstar,
yeah, they don't work.
Private school, they don't work.
We're all the same. We're all the same.
Your dad is a tech millionaire. They don't give a fuck. If you're not following our rules,
go.
You know why I'm mentioning this?
Yeah.
Because public schools are hard to manage. Because the discipline in those, so the teachers don't have.
Don't you think it comes with numbers? Yeah. In terms of when you go to a private school, in classes, there's less than 40 kids. Yeah, there's less than 30. Yeah, there's less than 30 or 40 kids in the class. But they're not in a public school. There's 100 of us. That guy, the moment that's a number class, I want to 60
classroom management.
You can't. So sometimes it's the numbers. It's the numbers.
I'm telling you this. That's why I get because I'm a teacher. About 3 now, they teach you classroom management. What you should do, dog. When there's 100 kids in the class,
ain't no management.
You can't manage 100 kids at the same time.
There's no such.
Impossible.
They do in private schools.
Yeah, in private schools, it's manageable.
How many kids do they have?
Hold
on. In private school, how many kids do they have in one class? Remember every private school in a grade 8A, grade 8B, grade 8C. Those are 30 students separated. Go public grade 8.
How
many are you in that grade 8?
In one table, there's 6 kids. Just imagine.
I've been knowing about group work. Really 7. Project they one really 7. Even if I don't show up the whole year, I'm still passing.
Nobody cares.
You guys did it for me. I'm still passing.
We nice. We nice. Come on. We are. We're cruising nice.
So that was it. I think
after Prestige, and then
I got expelled from Prestige, and I went to Calvin, back to Burgersfort. And then in 8 months in Calvin, I got expelled. I went back to Prestige.
Well, I got to go like Calvin.
Yeah. You remember?
They were misunderstood. Why you were misunderstood?
He was there. No, he was there. No, he was there.
What did they do? Why do you say they misunderstood?
This guy was
in terms of the way in terms of the way I came about it.
What happened?
I came behavior from a different space, coming to a place whereby it's cooked up.
Yeah.
And then where I'm from, it is Bawa Pusha to be yourself. And then when you get here, they say no, this is the line we need to walk. Remember?
Yeah.
So now everybody needs to now put you in a line whereby I'm not comfortable being in this line. I got expelled for that shit.
In Calvin College?
Yeah, in Calvin College. 8 months. It took me 8 months. 8 months I was back in Pretoria again.
Really?
Chief, bang expensive, more Calvin bang expensive. It was August.
Yeah.
I started January. August was gone.
Yeah.
Roots.
Everybody was
Expulsion, suspension.
Everybody thought, I think, and I'm not. Like, I'm coming the mindset or Ejo, you're a free spirit.
Yeah.
Remember now, this is our high school lives. You need to learn who you are. You gotta study yourself. But how do you do that? By exploring everything. Express and explore.
Yeah.
That's what you do. Yeah. Once you express, and then who's this one? More Tamayagadi All-Star. Why and then it becomes a problem. I'm like, hey.
the hip hop.
Dog. But Nis Papa Pie. Wasn't a lot. Remember at that time.
How was your experience in Calvin? The transition from Prestige to Calvin, besides the typical problems, like
I never actually sat down and thought about it.
That's why I go to tell me what the experience
actually,
from like actual, because what Prestige in Lali dining hall, no Calvino, good
it's in and out.
tech shop,
it's-
in and out, what's now watch higher. How was
I
your
never,
mind
to be
having
honest with
accept
you,
it?
I never actually sat down and thought about it in the way you're putting it, in terms of what was the difference between this and that. Because for me at that time, like I said, I'm still in high school, I'm still exploring. So everything that comes, I'm just absorbing. It wasn't that I'm comparing this to that, this to that. So, okay, this is giving me this. Let's see how we can face this challenge. And then you move from Calvin, you go here. This is giving you these
So
challenges.
the answer I'm
Let's
getting
face.
from you is you are an adaptive kind of
Basically. Even now, I'm still like,
You are just going with the flow.
It's very adaptive.
I don't like that going with the flow statement. That thing looks like when you're just water. If they put a wall, you just go left. No. Egidibala.
Oh, we're going there. So after you go back to Prestige,
Yeah.
this is it the same grade or it's a different grade?
It's a say no. 8, 9 expelled. Came to Calvini. I think I failed because I did 9 twice. Yeah, I failed. They actually, when they expelled me go Prestige, they failed me at 9. Because
You had to come back and do 9.
I had to come back this side and do 9.
Yeah.
And then 9 August, I got expelled. Now remember, this is August, September, October, November. Now I need 4 months in schooling. Prestige is like, we can't take you on this 4 months. We can take you the next year. Then comes that 4 months. Guess now, my mom is like, hey, chief, I'm a person who goes up and down. Yeah, we need to find a school for you. Hey. Una school I'm on the spirit the barge self up sa kidding. That's where she went and dropped me off. Now, chief, I'm working. You fucked up.
Catch your name, my dog.
Yeah, this couple
business?
of months, you need to finish it.
This is your business. This is what you are about.
There I am now. I'm in Self-Ups Academy. The first view I saw of Self-Ups Academy, we're driving in, and then we park. I need to take out now I'm in the car. I'm taking out the trunks and my bags, and. When I turn, the owner of the school, he's somewhere by that point, Obetamut. I'm like, wait, old lady, whoa. Where I'm from? No, yeah, I'll do. Don't worry. Where I'm from, if you do something wrong, we work with demerits. No, it's demerits.
Yeah.
Like if you fuck up, it's demerits. Yeah, you sign the demerit. I'm like, why are they beating each other up there? She's like, hey, chief.
This is our business.
I'm going to work. You chose Agero. Now these are your decisions. This is what you're doing. Hacks. That's cool, my nigga. My ass was, I think at that time Adidas should have paid me. Yeah. There wasn't a week if it let's
go for
understand? There wasn't a week.
I want to go pee.
You understand? So it's part of those things whereby you're growing and
I pause at the same time. Can do it. Yeah, we back. We just took a little bit and an ad break.
Desert Podcast.
Hit the subscribe button. Remember plus hey see more super nice spot. We got couches. We got rooms, whatever you need. Big shout out.
By the way, before we continue, my tattoo artist is in the building.
Yeah.
Tutuzi. Don't worry, we're gonna give you all the information if you wanna get tattooed.
Them durki chomiaba. We're gonna give
you the info from Mdu, and we're gonna rock with Mdu. If you wanna get tatted, some of the best. You'll see. We'll see. Let's go, my G.
So we were in nail spray.
So I'm in nail spray, and then I'm experiencing this thing, my G, whereby it's the first time I see a person with a position of power in that particular situation. School. Yeah. Teachers, they beat up. And when I'm saying beat up, I'm not talking where now I'm talking.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What the fuck, bro?
Shit you not.
What is the business?
That shit traumatized me on day one. Yeah. Day one, my G. I got traumatized and I was like, you know what? let's just finish this couple of months, and then we go back to where we want to go. We take back life again.
Yeah.
And I did go back to where I want to go the following year. Yeah. But guess what?
We survived the year.
Guess what?
What?
I got expelled again.
Wait.
Prestige.
For the third time.
First time Prestige, second Calvin. And went to Nelspruit. After Nelspruit,
you're not a Prestige student. Do you know what Prestige means? Well, now you're not a Prestige student.
No! No, wait. No, it goes back to that thing, like I'm saying. At that time, I'm a sponge. I'm absorbing everything, right? So whatever life is giving you and is bringing you, you're taking it as it is. And then you'll decide, not tomorrow, how you navigate it. And remember, at the same time, nobody has a book of saying, my guy, this is how you need to navigate these waters. There's nobody that has... Nobody. There's no memorandum in this one. This is one exam that whatever answer you write is wrong and it's right at the same time.
Okay, question. Where is your dad in all of this?
Ooh.
Good question.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm just trying because you were talking.
I was hoping we were gonna avoid that shit.
Cause what's all right? That behavior.
I was praying you're not gonna go there. No, my prayers are not answers. God, why? Hey, Mejomi. All right. Okay, here's the story with the homie, when I was born from my mom's side, I'm the last born from my mother's side.
Yeah.
They separated. Don't know why. I never asked, and it's not my business.
Yeah.
I understand. Me, I know him as a dad. I love him as a dad.
Yeah.
But throughout that particular separation, there's been family squabbles that made sure that him and we are distant.
Yeah.
I don't know if you get what I mean. Like,
Yep.
right?
I know.
So at this particular point in life, in terms of high school, this nigga, I only know him on the phone.
Shit.
And I remember this time, they said now get the cell phone, what. They now get landline. So meaning I have to wait to go home ka hostel weekend. Hostel weekend is a Friday. Friday. Saturday is the only day you have. Sunday they take you back. Meaning if I don't catch this nigga on Saturday on the call,
it's chai.
It's chai.
Try again next week.
It's chai. No, in this time I got 3 weekends. You don't do weekend. Okay. 3 weekends, hostel weekend. 3 weeks, hostel weekend. So we have not an but thankfully enough, we'll get to it when we're going. At a later stage, I got to spend little time with him before he passed away. So it's life. But at that particular time, relationship I have with him, it's over the phone.
So okay, after the third expulsion, Prestige, what happens? Where do you go now?
Matthews post college.
Let's fast forward. After high school, where do you finish your high school?
I finished my high school in Montana at AQE.
What's AQE?
Academic Quality Education. It's a private school.
Prestige things. Prestige.
I don't like this bullshit you guys are doing. I don't like this khaki niggas are doing.
Yeah, prestige.
You know, I finished my high school in AQE.
What are your majors?
At that time, I'm
in South Africa. You got war up. High school. Or you're a science student or you're economics. Or if you
it was okay. No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But the thing about it is, at the school that I did my
where you finished your high school?
Where I finished my high school, you had a choice of choosing.
So you
understand? Yeah, you didn't remember like I'm you've got a package here, the science, and then you've got a package commerce.
But that's a quality school. Yeah, you get to choose. Right? You have like a
so I remember these are the ones that I had chosen. I had math, and then I had biology.
Is it the math? Let's just to clear.
Mathematics.
Not math like.
I had mathematics.
Pure math.
Yeah, pure. I get a little bit pure. Yeah, I had
pure maths. Pure.
H2O.
Yeah.
I like that. I like what you did.
Pure.
So I had math, I had biology, I had business studies, and I had IT.
What's more, do you know how advantaged we are? The fact that you could do business and biology. Do you know in public schools that doesn't exist?
They don't have
it's
that.
Either you're a science student
or you're a commerce student
with physical science, or you do
commerce,
or you do economics
and you're done,
and business studies,
and you're done.
How does our government? Why do they do that? Why they know in private schools? Most accounting, I did biology, I did physical science.
Yeah, but remember, Mechomi, hey, now you're branching off into another topic. Like when it comes to government, government. Just leave those guys, bro. From Fantuga Af, and I don't know why we are going to like I feel like the next generation, like our kids, are the ones that are going to suffer, and after they suffer, they are going to get it right. Right now we're already in problems. We are okay with it. Because right now the best thing we need in life is month end, I made my little guap, I paid my rent, I paid my car, I got nice for my, and I'm good.
I'm straight.
I'm good. But now with government, I really like government. You know, so
okay,
yeah.
So you did.
Then I finished AQE. I finished
biology,
AQE.
Business studies. And
yeah. I did math, biology, business, and IT.
IT. Yeah. And then now Felicia.
Real IT or computer?
This guy. Okay, in high school you compute. Actually, valid question. Yeah, in high school is compute. Kick head. Yeah,
computer applied.
Yeah,
type
whatever. Yeah, that one. They had the Excel leading that one. Then the moment I finished with that one,
it sounds fun. It's not fun. One text. It's not fun because you like there are BEd. There's a module in BEd in computer literacy.
Yeah.
Computer literacy.
now it's the one you have for high school.
Yeah. Computer literacy. But what go graduate? What's why?
Yes.
Let me tell you why. The schools they come from high school, high school who did physical science, biology, fair. Asanga ba moto ona le tongo ba re ke computer. Sanjo go te start ena le Microsoft Word, ke moto type out, ena le Excel. Ongushija motho smart, motho hlalefile. O tla la physics le biology. Asanga ba moruta computer fana.
Understood.
Computer literacy le kwa varsity. It's not about Microsoft and Excel.
Me, the one year varsity, I walked all over it. Based on what I did in high school, I walked all over it.
That's why I want to tell you, those are some of the privileges that our parents afforded us. Yeah. Niggas didn't know how to search for information on the internet. But they like assignment, sendiri Google. Now we went to those schools. Assignment at the same night, Google.
Copy and paste.
It's hectic. As a Joe.
Now I get you.
It's hectic.
Yeah, I get you.
They don't know. I want to as a library already. Literature review.
Yeah.
Information. Just go on Google. Just go on Google. You have to teach him how to go on Google.
But remember before Google, Nelly, was it Yahoo or what? Yeah. We went to Yahoo first. Google give you the no.
Google it's very numbered.
Yeah.
ChatGPT one
AI.
What's up, boss? I got to get what's yeah. I to be ChatGPT.
I got ChatGPT.
Okay, write this. We email mama. I want to email Raymond.
That's the one, dog. That's the one.
Funny.
But the thing is, you need to also adjust it. Don't just
Exactly, you have to edit.
Yeah.
You have to be smart to make it look smart.
Yeah.
But if you're lazy like me, just
Or it in there.
So okay, yeah, let's move on.
So yeah, then high school I'm done.
and then what's
And
next?
then
What are your plans? Oh, because
I
I,
didn't have
want
plans.
to talk about you.
There I didn't have plans. Oh,
Wait.
by the way, when I'm doing matric, that's when Soul Spinna comes.
That's why I want to talk
I started DJing in grade 11.
How does that start? Why?
DJ Malankane. He's my older brother.
Yeah.
When I was young and I was in primary, ne? That guy unanale tendency of when he visits, I high for the holidays. When I tape in cassette. And then long till I get on a litabanya. During the day, Ratlapar school,
Kula box man.
cassette, music. So the bug, it bit me there. Now when I'm in high school, I'm studying now to explore the software jam music.
Do you know what I'm gonna do now? Because I'm bad again. Debra, it's a moon. How do you mock your martung? Go to Mujishuba, what's a
Music.
music. Yeah, Mujisho. So how did you?
By the way, this is Deborah.
Hi, Nika. How are you?
How are you, my dear?
I'm good, and you? How
I'm
are you?
superb.
Nak rata ulela ka stage. So, can you go putisho warna? How do you feel about music, especially since you told me music in my life? You feel about music?
How do I feel about it? It literally heals my soul. So I don't literally have any negative reviews about it. I just have certain genres in now and I stick to them. Right? If you can see currently now, my piano just came up. We've got the compo is coming in, is what. And I'm not saying or it's bad music.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it deals with me. Right? And then when it does deal with me, I stick to it. Right? And then that's it.
Okay, then I have a question again.
No, go ahead.
Also, since which genre actually do you like?
Soulful House.
Soulful House.
Soulful House. That's Soul Spinna.
Okay, meaning you don't listen to Lukombo or other genres. You do, right?
No. Wait. Without Hodibulela Hampe, it's not necessarily what I do not listen to them. I do not relate
with them.
With the messages.
Okay.
Like I'm not married. So I can't relate to somebody talking about marriage.
Okay.
Right? But then if now we take it back to the Soulful House, if you take the beat out and you leave the person who's singing, that's literally poetry there.
Okay.
If you would sit and listen to what the person, that's poetry. And I'm a poet fan.
Okay, so if he's someone who's doing music, especially as a new person in the industry, comes to you and seek for the advice, what are you going to tell that person as a
Stick to what you're good at.
Stick what you're good at.
No matter what everybody says. Everybody can come and say Lokombo is gag, but if you're good at it, stick to it.
Okay.
Nobody must tell you otherwise.
Okay.
Nobody must tell you otherwise.
I can say no. Very raw, skawar. Can't develop too much. More sorry, plus haze.
So, I know you're going to
their own brand.
I'm just gonna finish one that I didn't finish. I'm finishing one that I didn't finish, and that's all. It's this one here. No.
Yeah. I don't know how far you guys got in the music.
So just pick up, dog. Anything.
And then where does the music bug catch you? Because I know music bug. What's out there when you start realizing people noticing you?
Nah.
It doesn't catch you there.
No.
Where
For me, it was already there.
How? Where does it come from?
It was already there.
How
people only. I feel like people only caught up to what has already been happening in my head.
When did it start happening in your head?
Well, I feel
when I was young,
we were more hip hop than house.
Yes, remember? Yeah, and the reason it was hip hop is because, like I was saying, Malankane aitla go ntlo. Una ndlala di cassette tsa kwaito. was a lot of kwaito.
That's the real hip hop.
It's a lot of
That's
kwaito
where
there.
hip hop comes from.
You understand? Kwaito. And then that's where I picked up the hip hop. Remember go high school where I was there?
Especially South African hip hop.
I want to make the point because hip hop is very diverse. We have the hip hop from the States that started in New York. We will call it life evolution. They started there. Rena, our hip hop started as kwaito, as bubblegum, and kwaito.
I think maybe they were trying out hip hop. Mara,
they were not trying out hip hop. They were doing what they were doing. It was kwaito. They were expressing themselves in a very certain way. But yeah. So also you caught the kwaito bug first.
And at that time, I'm still in primary. Like I'm saying, I'm still in primary at that particular time.
That's where you fall in love with music.
And then when I get to high school, that's when now I'm exploring the software, some music.
In primary?
No, in high school.
Oh, in high school.
The bug caught me when I was in primary. But it wasn't a weekend. It wasn't a weekend at that time. It caught me when I'm in primary, but it's not a weekend. It gets a weekend when I'm in high school.
Can
I bring light?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bring your shit out.
So it catches me now in high school. In high school, looking now, remember in high school, everybody has to have their niche.
Yeah.
Honale bolo, honale a teacher's pet, honale the rugby one, honale. Then comes me with music, and I started making sure.
I think I was like you. It's in the high school. Four.
In 5 if I count them. Yeah.
Text we for chance nyana re time you so spin. Emma text we minyano we. Don't say we.
Okay, yeah.
We minyano.
5, yeah. If I'm thinking it's 5.
So you realize the music back when you are in Prestige.
Yeah, it was Prestige because Prestige, like I said, Prestige was a place whereby it's a free spirited. Yeah, it's a free spirited place. So they allow you to express yourself in whatever way. So they used to do the Loteka the weekend there where we go to the arena. And then we play music.
It's like text we no remanyana we to rock. The interview was so spin. How many minutes are we?
47.
No, it's
47. That's 2 hours of work. We did the first one. Emanyana text when someone look well because you are having too much fun.
Let me pause.
Yeah, you're having too much fun.
But so yeah, it grew from high school, and that's when I started going into the DJing thing as well. Yeah.
So, do you know what my question is?
Yeah.
So after high school,
I went to varsity. I got recruited go CCI.
You want to go to varsity?
Nah, I only did it because my mom was nagging me about getting a qualification.
Yeah, you go. And then
I did it because my mom was nagging me about, okay, you're done with school.
Does he look good?
Get a qualification, get what. Get a qualification, get what. I was like, what am I gonna do? So the easiest thing that came to me in terms of how quickly I can process things and how quickly I can.
My next question is how did you decide on what to do?
I chose the subject that I passed easier without studying.
Which was?
Which was IT. I didn't need to study that thing. So yeah, then now varsity I did.
Wait, we are varsity, okay?
I went to CTI.
CTI.
Yeah, in Menlo.
Why CTI?
I don't know, I don't know,
You don't know?
Yeah, actually, I don't have a reason.
You don't have a proper.
Yeah,
I don't have a reason. Oh, so you went to CTI?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe late.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So where CTI?
I did IT engineering.
IT engineering. Oh, what is that?
Network engineering.
Oh, networking. Yeah, Shiva. Shiva is a
you know what it is, bro. In layman's term, it's just a hardware. in IT. I was doing hardware. There's nothing much to say about it. Because remember, IT is based on two things. It's software, it's
Software
hardware.
and hardware.
I did hardware.
The IT.
That's it.
The hardware.
Nah, not necessarily. The hard one is actually software.
Oh.
I know what you're saying. Don't go there. I know what you're trying to do. Do not go there.
You're not going there with me.
Nah, not yet. Not yet. We're coming. Don't worry, not yet.
So you're doing IT in Pretoria.
And now the Soul Spinna brand is picking up at the same time.
Where do you stay?
In Pretoria.
Where?
Home.
Where?
Montana.
You still in Montana?
Yeah.
So one hour travel from
Montana to mainland, yeah.
to your house.
Yeah. Up until the point whereby me and who's this? Me and my sister Neresa utlwani pila based on, remember like I said now. I man. Based on Tawari na get what. My sister is she's a very reserved person. Yeah, she likes her own private space.
My older sister Petronella.
We'll know her when it's time to know her. Right? So at that particular time, sharp, I'm with my sister and then Ari Pila. And then from there, I get my own place in Montana. I stay alone. Then I still keep going to school.
What happens in your life? Any
DJing, nothing else.
DJ?
Yeah, I think now that's where the career started picking up.
And then, which music do you like? How do you start liking that specific type of music?
At that particular time, Bailey, what was it? Black Coffee had just released his first album. Yeah, Black Coffee.
You know, I'm asking you this.
Yeah.
How do you get access to start liking Black Coffee's music? What's the influence? Where does it come from?
Oh, no. Okay.
I could have listened to T-Pain.
There was a place called Headfield, they were multiracial records. My brother Malankane was Spinna. So every time I would leave school, go main lane, I end up in Headfield. So never tell music. Malankane is another guy who mashed potato with bubbles. Cisco Umlambo.
Cisco.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cisco.
Yeah, those were the guys.
Yeah.
So whatever they are playing at the background, like I said, as a sponge, I'm sitting in a corner, I'm absorbing. And I'm liking the stuff that they're playing. And I'm asking for music. Can I please have this? 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 And they give me that stuff. Then I start.
So those are your suppliers.
Yeah.
Those are your suppliers.
Now I'm collecting.
That deep house or
A lot of it was deep house because they never like deep house.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking intentionally.
It's deep house. Whatever they were giving me, it's deep house.
Where do you learn branding? How do you know you have to come up with your own nickname, something to call you by? Where does that happen?
Ooh, that one, it came from high school because at the time I was playing a lot of house vocal, which has got a lot of soulful in it. And then some guy was like, hey, Mara, this guy. Some would download. No, at that time, no, it wasn't downloads. We were like the CD. Yeah. Infrared. Infrared. Share. So now I would always want stuff sa soulful. And then I'm the guy at one of the school. What. Armara, this guy is playing. Armara, this guy is playing. He's playing a lot of soulful house. I was playing a lot of soulful house. Then that's where the soul spinner came from. You're spinning a lot of soulful house.
Feel like I'm running with them.
Why not? Like, if people give it to you, why do we have to have a problem with it?
So then music, how do you, and then what does that do for you in your life? Does it change? You start meeting celebrities, now you're so spinning. What's your trajectory of your life from there up to whatever level you can be?
From that point, I started working with a lot of guys, a lot of names. But let me not say working with them, because working with them, it seems like I wake up and I call them. Let me not put it that way. I'm on the same lineup as Majita Ates, whereby I remember one particular event whereby in Cisco News Cafe, Vulnerable Junction, we had Tudo the song on the lineup. Fresh was, but it wasn't one gig. These are separate gigs. Tulo the song, Fresh, Black Coffee, and I think Glenn Lewis, if I'm not mistaken. So those are the kind of names now I'm on the lineup with. So now when you come to those particular stuff, you gotta come correct. Now, you can't come there, you can't come there and then you can't come there and then you're playing the unnecessary based on the names that you put on the same lineup. So now you gotta pick up the game. So from there on, that's when now everything starts picking up. Then we go. And I just ran with it. Like whatever it gave me. And whoever names that even there was, I think at that particular time, there was a time where we said like long till Uber.
Uber lifestyle.
Yeah, Uber lifestyle. Uber lifestyle.
How do you get there?
The owner of Uber, Stawila.
What was Stawila?
The owner of
Uber. Yeah.
The owner of Uber, Stawila, he just knew me as Mafana Bagoka Ziborata music, but he didn't understand it up until he opened the place Uber.
This is what I know.
Yeah.
This is what I do.
And then thanks to him, we got opportunities to play Lebo Vini, Lebo Ralph Kam when he was international. Lebo
Wow, Ralph Gab catching strays. But when he was before he
you remember the Nicole game?
Nicole is Nicole will check the cup. I'm gonna have the cup. The cup is I'm gonna have the cup. We'll talk about it on the podcast. Yeah,
so that time, that's when now everything is coming up. Everything is now aligning itself. Malankane was starting to release the projects. Deep House Chronicles 1, House Blends 1, 2, and 3. I was also part of putting everything together there.
So what of some of the biggest things you did out there, Belo, for you as your highlights? Because now with Soul Spinna, that's all the soul. Who do you meet in the city that means something to you? So for an example, now I really hip hop rapper.
Yeah.
And then more I come open for Quest. And
so are you opening about who did I open up for?
No, I'm just saying now I agree hip hop is opening for in house.
It's the same. It's the same.
Oh, no,
it's the same.
The same.
Yeah.
So what are some of those milestones where you were personally proud and you feel like are your biggest milestones? You like?
Who did I open for?
Nah, not even open. Like speaking, but how just speaking? What campaign?
Who do you look up for in the game?
That you got to interact with in life.
With soul.
There's a lot.
Mara, there's like the top.
I can't. No, here's the thing. I can't. Deep House. The problem with Deep House, it's a wide range. It's a wide range genre, right?
Mara,
so,
it
doesn't. It doesn't. Let me tell you why. Because now, as we are sitting here, somebody can release, and we can say, yeah, for instance, Fatso just dropped an EP. And then
Fatso, I don't know him.
Hello, now why did you have to say that name?
So okay, it was December. You know how hectic December is. I do my homework. When I'm editing the episode, I do my homework. When I'm doing my homework on YouTube, so I'm like, I wish I knew this, or this nigga is an actual superstar. This nigga, cause Lalafa that night, we flew together, really so random, we some stupid shit. So the next morning I wake up, I'm like, Caesar, you were with this actual fucking deep house superstar. Fucking superstar.
Life is like that.
Super cool guy. I'm like, so I could really want to be like, Fatso, how was it? Fatso, yeah, that's
for me, it's also, like I'm saying, I understand your question, but I can't answer it because I've had a lot of that particular experience.
And it makes sense, that's all right, because in your life, you've been so busy. you've had like these instances.
You understand? I've
Give
worked
me your top 5 the best experiences with your idols or people you look. Well, what are they?
I can say experience,
Top
not
5.
idol. Let me say experience, not idol. Because I don't say I idolize somebody in the game, because the game always changes. You understand? The game always, and it's very tough for certain niggas to be constant in the game.
Now I can tell you who I idolize in the hip hop game. Who? Now J. Cole, number 1. You know why? And I'm even going to tell you why. Because the music, people, when they talk about music, people like the sales, the brand, the streams. Not J. Cole. When I listen to J. Cole, his music, J. Cole, Saturday, we just spend the chat those the night before. We just chat
in terms of music,
there's not even type of music. I'm gonna give you the story. Let me finish. O spend the child the one. J. Cole let go show me or one Sunday. We not damn was spend the child the come shake a damn cheat. We not damn dilemma fellow. It's what it come with a rovala. Axana same. Don't say for the whole month. J. Cole let go show me or tell age. Oh, motor and fan number. Mistake J. Halaki see challenge. Mama come command, they will drop out, they get ready. Some like that man, that man, won't be sheesh. You understand? So it's
okay. My relatability in the soulful time, I get it from Spinna. Number 1, it has to be the layabouts.
Thank you.
Number 1, it has to be the layabouts.
What about the layabouts? Yeah. They break out the layabouts, but like I tell you, didn't no more.
Number 2, I'll give it to Rocco.
Whoa. Yeah.
Actually, wait, Larry Head before Rocco. Yeah, Mr. Fingers. Mr. Fingers.
I don't say Mr. Next one, Babo, the first 2 you mentioned.
Yeah, Mr. Fingers.
No name I can't put it.
No, not a name. We do 90-05-31.
Why there's P in your hand?
Use what way? Hey, when I'm moment.
It's
not P, it's 9. I'm doing like this and then you stop.
And that is facing this side.
I swear.
The
line is like this, bro. It's facing this side. That's
90-50-31.
what does it mean?
It's the day I was born. I idolized that day because there's a story behind it.
What's the story? We're here for the story. That's why we're here.
All right. I was born in May. Yeah. In April, when my mom was 8 months pregnant with me, she was in a car accident. And then in the hospital, it was a story of either one survives, or if me I survive, I'm going to be a paraplegic.
You're going to be enabled.
Yeah, I'm going to be a paraplegic.
You're going to be...
So now that's why I idolize her. Even when you check, it's her name. It's the time she gave birth to me. And then these are the hands of thanking God. And then now I'm going to put my date. So there's a lot of story, bro. There's a lot of story in my tattoos. I just don't tat myself just for the fuck of it.
But let's close it up, man.
Yeah.
Tell me about Burgersfort.
Shit. How do I
start the way you want to start? I know where I'm gonna finish. We're gonna finish it Plashuis, the Thaba Moshate. Those are the fish house. Yuri. I'm gonna put you. Hey, go to Shamoka. Those are your friends, right? Madam Naked. Hey. The Calify, like, I'm not going to pillar together. Madam, as a way, come up here, pillar together. As a way,
90-05-31.
That's a great. And tell me about this one. Your experience.
0/05/31.
Text.
Okay, my experience with Burgersfort. How do I start it?
Wait, 05.
05/31.
31.
Yeah.
31.
Yeah, 31.
How many minutes are we doing?
Yeah. How do I start Burgersfort, Jules?
36. 136.
Oh, so like this.
Yeah.
So how do I start with Burgersfort? I don't know.
Your experience from the first time experiencing.
Again, when I came here, I was treated as an outsider. Coming with a free spirit. Pause a moment. Pause a moment. That's a personal one. I don't know if I want to get into that. Allegedly, okay.
He's my boy. No, he's my boy.
Nah, he was my boy. He was.
I'm not saying he's my brother.
Yeah, no, he was. Remember. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. Remember when I moved to Burgersfort, man? This was 2014, and I remember his first gig that he hosted, 16 June, Kobadikila. I was the DJ that he booked. That's when the friendship started between him and I. That's 2014, and look at how we've been pushing till a couple of years. And media. So let that event high big at December. But I'll story the I would say again, and I think it was because I'm now trying to chase his accomplishments, and I'm not. But at the end of the day, he knows where it started, how it started, who started that particular thing. But we'll leave it at that. That's a day whereby or explain to me how did this thing that December chilling start about. Anyway, I'm going to credit Kimandamano the brave. Bargema. Ola nadira di December Ola nadira what 25 December.
The hip hop gig jaga the gig at home.
Every 25 December. Bargema the guy. Hey, Bargema I forgot.
My classmate in town.
That guy can go on Bugatti 25. When I tell Burgersfort DJs about Bugella that side. 26. At that time, una logo the brave. At that particular time, una logo the brave. Busy Corner wasn't existing at that time. So, Kidi 25 for Vidi Zaga Daria Clan, Rebecca Slan, Kidi 26. Majita Banyana. Guys, after party where I invited them somewhere. Kraring Robetangi. House party
that prestige Montana but Twaro. Akanadaro, why in Fana Burgersfort, podcast near Burgersfort, Arwa Betai, Gravati or
Yeah, well, they have the best story.
Yeah, they have the next
on the original double one or one nana.
You give a fuck.
I want regular Thomas.
Can be.
So sharp, the 26 after party going against the house party. We had I think you came. Ella 3 days. You go Winterfeld.
Yeah, I think
that's where it started. That's where it started. Yeah, the following year, the people that came to the house party, never judge was. We are coming back again. What are we doing? I was snitch. That's where Eli told me.
I was snitch. Let's not plan. Because sometimes when let's snitch, do you see what we're doing?
The plan was there.
You see what
the plan? That's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong. The plan was there. We already booked the place for those people. We already. Now all I heard was, sound already been there. I did already 26 or no date.
Oh yeah.
You understand? You need to ask. When I lead questions, saying you niggas, you just
taking advantage of the situation.
No,
that it is what it is.
Which to his benefit, it works. As a businessman, that's what you do. It works. I won't fault his business skills and what. But his personal skills and I no. More hona I try. Scholar say to mumpus.
Especially on 2 minute, I would say.
You are not there.
So 24 Burgersfort. How long have you been in Burgersfort?
I was in and out.
So where you really go Panali one again?
I met that guy I think after COVID. COVID 2019 or 2020.
2020.
Then I met him.
I don't want to do
that. Then I met him before COVID, just before Itswala. I met him just before Itswala. At that time, the resident of Thaba Moshate.
How did you get there?
The name, chief. The name, chief. No, Soul Spin.
That's what I'm saying.
Spinna.
I believe Caesar or Bambu Thaba Moshate is the
name. Like I said, the name.
No. Came out of platform because it's not easy.
The first one on film platform was Clifford 2014.
The owner.
Yeah. Clifford, remember, was the first general manager.
Clifford.
That's the guy that gave me a platform. Yeah.
Owner is a big word.
So, yeah, it's another way. That's the guy that gave me my first platform. Thaba Moshate. Well, I understand. That's the first guy. And then all general managers that came in, they had sort of like to fall in.
Database. That's
Or okay, honale. And some that didn't know us, we went there ourselves to introduce ourselves. So this is the job we do, and this is how we can do it for you. Make life easier for you. And some they agreed. They gave us the space.
That's not fuck up what's already working.
Okay. How was the experience then?
So how I meet
Did you stop? Because you stopped. Why
I
did
didn't
you
stop. I got banned. No, let me tell you why I got banned. Hey, I was in love.
Probably right. That's it.
I was in love, much.
Love.
Yeah. I was
Then
in
what
love.
happened?
And I remember,
The manager.
the girl I was in love with at that time, for me to get burned. You know that whole thing of a man is a protector. That shit is cock.
No.
I'm
Just
telling
you
you.
understand for this podcast. Asadi got worried. Now we're in South Africa.
Nah, you know why? You know what? I'm not supporting
No,
GBV and what. I'm not supporting. Yeah, I'm not supporting that
I want to
stuff.
make it right.
Hey,
Actually,
Kira, I'm not supporting GBV. I want you to get that straight. Mara, oh yeah, na abatlang into, and then I expect the whole way, not because you're the man who can protect.
yeah.
So don't problem. I'm telling you. Because now I was there at some point. Up until I sat down and I started analyzing I'm like, but here I didn't even need to entertain this thing.
Yeah.
I should have just kept quiet and see who real fella.
So your relationship stopped from bannings over personal.
It's personal stuff, yeah, the relationship stuff and what.
So after Thaba Moshate then we're right.
Where did I go to Thaba Moshate?
Where you?
Yeah, that's when we went to fish house. I'm at a fish house, but what's fun?
I was waiting.
Why?
And then now, do you know how it goes? When they are in this particular business of entertainment, and then you're the artist or the DJ or whatever it is that you're bringing. Because I gave you transport, I gave you drinks.
Bro,
I'm like, yeah, but your shit doesn't buy me bread in the morning.
People don't know or they come there to see you. What's it? Because now I would come to an event, though. I want to Burgersfort.
Yeah.
I'm booking on the poster. I didn't know I was important. Now for push. Come guy cheese or to have your fans.
Don't come straight to you.
Yeah.
There. Do you know how difficult to answer that thing?
We are here for you.
Slot time. Rider how I so fiti. Patale how ba di tori ka yona.
We are toilet. Toilet. But you see yourself. Yeah, man. Yeah. Come on, that's why you start realizing your value as an artist. These people are literally here for you. Yeah. They bought tickets to come and see who? You. So they keep asking, dog, what time are you performing? Kind of go away, the guy who usually check a ticket, then you fuck about you. No, what's a performer?
And if they do dirty, it seems like disappoint
your masses, yeah. The guys that came to.
Okay, so after
and then after that, that's when I came here now. That's when.
How did you come here?
I've
when
known
did you meet
Ben.
It's
all from 2016.
How do you guys meet? What's your relationship?
Mostrati. That's the best way I can put it. Mostrati.
In the streets.
Majida. I'd say Majida Reno. Di cooler box di utse. Hey man, when I go only last week,
because first time I met Ben, barely Fish House.
That was that event they like opening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Hey, with the promotion you put me on, you're like, this nigga is Caesar. My water brand new one now.
I'm a walking billboard, Baba.
And then he's like, oh, you can. You bang like, yeah.
I'm a walking billboard, Baba.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm a walking billboard.
And then your relationship.
And then relationship, it was literally based on, when it started, it was based on Monad. Because yeah, not knowing. And then now, when it goes forward, we now get to a brotherhood thing where it's getting deeper now. And then he gets to a point whereby now he gets this establishment and then he does this establishment. From there, he hits me up, Maji, in another establishment, what do you think we can do to broaden up the whole place? Because no, let me come through and then let's work together and we'll do. This is how, and mind you, in September is going to be 2 years.
Yeah.
Since we've been operating him in September. And look at how far we've came.
How has it been? The relationship and everything, the dynamics and
work relationship, any work relationship that you are in the ups and downs. Yeah. Any relationship period. There's ups and downs. Yeah. We have our own ups and downs, but at the end of the day, we do not take each other lightly. No advantage. He knows the value that I bring into the business, and then and I know his value that the business is itself. And we work together, we just keep pushing. It's about the only place in Burgersfort whereby I don't feel I'm being taken advantage of, including the time Thaba Moshate Ranake general manager. That era and here, that's it. Every other place here, I forget. Babale go hoots, babale. Omunga au buke kwa maro for 400. You know how long it is from Lum till Amaro. And then go waka to Takam.
So when if there's a soul Spinna, 14-year-old soul Spinna, he's looking at you, he's looking at everything you've done.
Yeah.
He's trying to come up because there's young kids from Long Team that are looking at you like, I want to be like that.
Most def.
So what kind of advice would you give to a 14-year-old young man to try to keep him?
It's kind of an oxymoron, what I want to say.
Yeah.
Take time, yet enjoy your life. I don't know if that makes sense.
It does. Don't focus too much on the work and not live.
Yeah. Also, when I say take time, is don't rush it. Don't rush it. There was one incident whereby we had one gig whereby I think it was our first gig whereby him and I were working together.
Mesh is our sponsor.
Yeah,
yeah.
Shout out to Who on Lake. Shout out to Who on Lake.
Mesh, big shout out.
Right? Yeah. So at that particular time when we were doing our first event, that that excitement I had that fucking energy that was out of order. Yeah. He was like, my guy, pipe down and relax. And you'll see how things run themselves. They literally run themselves. So that's how in life as well.
So that's the advice you give.
Like relax. Relax, but enjoy life at the same time. But relax. Because if you rush it, it's gonna rush you too. And you won't get it nicely, I can promise you that.
Do you know how we close the podcast? We usually ask the interviewer if you had one superpower. What's that superpower? To read minds, to fly, to...
If I had one superpower, that's the question you're going to ask me.
If you had one superpower,
what would it be?
What would it be? And the follow-up question is, why? Why that specific superpower?
If I had one superpower, what would it be?
And why?
To make people happy.
Why? Why would you want to be?
If the next person next to me is not happy, I'm not happy. I think that's like the easiest way I can put it.
Do you think it's because of the way you grew up? Because what's in life? You mirror
the things
exactly.
that
if your childhood is not happy, you end up chasing happiness.
Yeah.
And then you realize
I don't think I chase happiness.
It doesn't look like chasing it. I think the reason Nalo and Narkwan is because we know whatever space where we meet,
There's a lot of joy in that.
Together, even if it's 20 million, then let
me put it in simple terms.
Yeah.
Whatever space we are in joy. We do not enjoy.
We are
in joy.
This is
we
the one
do not enjoy.
No.
I don't know if you guys get what I'm trying to get at.
That's what I'm saying. Like
that's about. I think that's the simplest way I can get it. And mind you, this happens only with friends that you hardly even call, but you only see in the streets.
Exactly. What's on for like
niggas that you don't even holler at.
Dog. French, that's why life is not about what people say. They say, or if he's your friend, you call him every day.
Nah. But let me tell you something. If that call comes from your friend and it's not about making money and it's not about work, that person is checking your movements to see what they can do to derail you.
Wow, that's nice.
Hello.
That person, I'm telling you, that person is checking what I can do to derail your movements. You understand? I've got a friend that I met. So when I was in Pretoria, I can spend years not talking to that guy. Marakilo phone. He knows or out here cash.
Nah, exactly. And we're not gonna go too much in
deep into that space.
So now I don't know if there's anything you want to shamelessly plug on the podcast or what.
Nah, I'm okay, bro. Whoever wants to holler at me, Soul Spinna +A's. Well, man, just do Soul Spinna sessions on YouTube and you'll get me. And that's it.
When you go to travel, now
again, we're gonna put Dudu's information on the tagline.
Yeah.
For the
Another one. So, if you were to name 3 places in Burgersfort, where to go and why? In Burgersfort.
So the question
in terms of groove.
In terms of groove, yes.
So the question is, so
the lifestyle.
If you were to go to 3 places in Burgersfort to have fun, to get lit, what would they be?
Yeah. Why would you be going there?
3.
In terms of music and lifestyle.
Music and lifestyle. In terms of music. 3. Exactly. Very specific question. In terms of music.
All right. This is how I'm gonna answer this particular question. In Burgersfort, lifestyle is still lacking.
For days.
It's still lacking. So I will only answer it in terms of music. Now, the reason why I say lifestyle is lacking is we've got establishments in Burgersfort where service, it's not a norm. It's not a norm to them. Yeah. Right? You can go, let's say you get to any establishment in Joburg. The first moment you walk into the door, there's somebody that's already approaching you.
They know you're a customer. They value
right? They don't do this in Burgersfort.
They don't.
There's no establishment in Burgersfort that does this.
That sees you as
you understand? They wait for you to come to them. And by that time, that person is busy. It looks like now you are annoying that person.
Fun.
So I will only answer it in terms of music.
It's a real thing.
That's marketing. It's a real thing. It's a real thing.
Right? So we need, especially the owners at the club, leading Burgersfort, leading managers about Thaba Moshate. You all gotta pull up your socks. I'm telling you now, you all gotta pull up your socks in terms of service. So the only thing that I will answer that particular question is based on music. It's based on music. Obviously, I'm gonna be biased with +A's got Deep House on Fridays. Obviously,
because that's where you are.
You know, because that's what I you know. Hosted by Soulful. Hey, Sheriff. Yeah, you understand? So obviously we'll start with that at Deep House.
Yeah.
Where else? My old is it Sundays? Yeah, the Sundays are my old the top.
Hey.
Yeah, the Sundays are my old.
From what have you picked up, you know, right now?
So the
clientele.
Before you run, so the question is, what have you mastered? What did you pick up from those places that you say you will go to?
Not what I've seen, not what I've picked up. Because remember, I can go to an establishment that strictly caters piano. And I'm not saying that I won't pick up anything there. All I'm saying is, would it work for my brand? Yeah. So if it doesn't work for my brand, I won't run with it. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. It won't work. You understand? So, but for them, target market wabona, it works for them. So what they've done in terms of business, in terms of getting our clients here, that for me, it's something different. So it will be Plashuis, it will be my O. Which other place would I put on the map?
And we do road.
Like I said, I only have two.
What's number one? What's number two?
Number one is Plashuis because I'm being biased, like I said. Number two, I'll put it my O based on how I like dealing target market. You understand? Remember, every place you open, you have your own target market. Yeah. I think I'll go in this area. Nah. They're lacking a lot of things.
And we want to work with them. We want to help them.
They're lacking a lot of things. As much as I love that place, as much as I hustle there, there's a lot of things that are lacking there. There's a lot. And can I tell you what they're lacking from one point? Wait, can I tell you what they're lacking from one point? There's workers that are there. They feel like they own the place.
Yeah.
So Luena outside now.
Yeah.
And Luena outside now is like, let's say now Friday Kitsana is Soul Spinna. Yeah, DJ. Saturday I'm not Soul Spinna, I'm a customer.
They treat you different.
Do you understand? Or those treatments, they are now different. By low level snacks. Hey.
I will leave it. We'll have another. It's too long. Our episode is too long. We'll come back. This is my mega soul spin. We're at Plashuis. Big shout out to everybody. That's Boo. Outside the move, I want to do that.
Boo.
Come sit here. It's your spot.
This is my personal tattoo artist. Y'all gotta support this guy. Y'all gotta support
Hey guys,
this
my
guy.
name is Ikhwezi. I'm from Nelspruit, but based in Burgersfort. I do tattoos, piercing, and nails. That's my work.
We're gonna put this information on the line for you guys.
Yeah.
If y'all wanna highlight it.
Instagram, everything there. You'll find me.
It's a wrap.
Wonderful.
My nigga. I appreciate you. Pause a moment, Mawin. I appreciate you.
So now you have to send. I have to make sure I get all the audios.
Yeah,
now.
let me send them now, Vin.
Now, and this question, that's audio. Where's the document?
As doc.
So
Okay.
WhatsApp ID compressed.